In this video, I'm going to show you how to integrate Deadline Funnel with DropFunnels. Now, I've already created a campaign in Deadline Funnel and I've chosen Other as my page building platform. And the first thing we need to do is add the Deadline Funnel tracking code to DropFunnels. So I'll go ahead and click on tracking code in the top navigation. I'll copy the tracking code and then I'll head over to DropFunnels. Now you go to SEO, then Google Analytics, then tracking, and then add the tracking code that we just copied to the head section. Make sure to go ahead and save changes. And now the Deadline Funnel tracking code will apply to any page that you add to your campaign in Deadline Funnel. Let's head back to Deadline Funnel, back to our campaign, and I'll head to the pages section. Now I'll go ahead and add new page. And first we'll add a floating bar timer to our campaign. And for this we're going to need our page URL for our DropFunnels page. So I've already loaded my page in my browser. I'll go ahead and copy the URL. And then I'll go ahead and paste that URL into the before deadline box for the floating bar timer. You can also choose to redirect a subscriber once their deadline has expired. So I'll go ahead and add my expired page URL to the after deadline box. And then I'll go ahead and click save. You'll notice the green check mark, and that indicates that the tracking code is present on that page. So let's go ahead and load our page in our browser again, and we should see the floating bar timer pop up on the page. There we go. You can see the timer at the bottom. You can choose to have the floating bar timer at the bottom or at the top of the page. So back in Deadline Funnel, we're going to add a new page again, and this time we're going to choose display an inline timer. Now we're going to need our before deadline URL again, and that's our DropFunnels sales page. And I'm also going to add the expired page to the after deadline box so we can redirect them once their deadline is expired. Now before you click save, make sure to grab this HTML snippet. We need to add that to our DropFunnels page where we want the inline timer to display. So I'll copy that, I'll hit save, and then I'll go back to my sales page in DropFunnels. I'll hit the DropFunnels editor button. And then once that's loaded, you go ahead and grab the HTML module and drag that into the position where you want the inline timer to display. You'll see the HTML box pop up on the left. I'll go ahead and copy the HTML snippet that we grabbed from Deadline Funnel. And then I'll go ahead and click on Done and Publish. So now we're seeing our inline timer as well as the floating bar on the page. If you have any questions, contact us at help@deadlinefunnel.com.